Alcohol, one of the oldest and most beloved beverages of mankind, relieves stress and brings happiness. Drinking has become a huge part of today's society. However, too much alcohol can be destructive, especially to drivers. At blood alcohol concentration of 0.05%, our reaction to visual and auditory stimuli begins to slow down. At blood alcohol concentration of 0.10%, voluntary motor actions become noticeably lower. It is illegal to drive with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.08%. Unfortunately, drunk driving continues to be a serious issue today. In 2008, 37% of all fatal accidents were alcohol-related. Statistics show that about 3 in every 10 Americans will be involved in an alcohol-related crash at some time in their lives. Also, on average, a person is killed every 45 minutes from alcohol-related accidents.
However, there is hope. Mothers Against Drunk Driving, or MADD, was first founded in 1980 by Candy Leitner, who was inspired after the loss of her 13-year-old daughter Carrie due to a hit-and-run accident involving alcohol. The original founders of MADD got together to enforce stricter penalties for drunk driving. By the year 1997, MADD has increased its membership to 3 million and has grown to over 300 chapters. Of these chapters, many of them were founded by family members of accident victims with stories that are very similar to Leitner's. To learn more about MADD, we decided to visit a local chapter of MADD in San Diego and set up an interview with Ms. Elisa Orozco.
Goals, our main organizational goals, we serve people to stop drunk driving, so that's what we do. We stop drunk driving. We support the victims of the crime, so we have victim services, and then we also prevent underage drinking. Our main objectives, our main goal is to have a nation without drunk driving. That is our vision. That's where we want to get to someday. And right now we have the campaign to eliminate drunk driving, and we know we're going to get there. We know we are.
MADD, over the past 30 years, has accomplished so many things in order to achieve their goal, to stop drunk driving. By the end of 1983, Congress passed 129 new anti-drunk driving laws. In 1988, all states and DC passed the federal 21 drinking age law. Thanks to MADD's efforts, in 1992, Gallup survey showed that Americans cite drunk driving as the #1 problem on the nation's roads. In 1995, the federal zero tolerance law was passed. And in 2004, the nationwide illegal drunk driving limit became 0.08 blood alcohol content. MADD continues to work hard to eliminate drunk driving. For instance, MADD in California is working hard to pass the ignition interlock device law.
We are working on legislation such as the ignition interlocks, which will be some devices that will be placed in people's vehicles. People who have DUI offenses already will be mandated or court appointed to have these devices in their vehicles that will prevent them from starting a car if they are over the limit. Are going to be they're going to be making DUI, first-time convicted DUI offenders have this device, the ignition interlock in their vehicles. And that you can find that information online. It's AB, Assembly Bill 91. So if you want to incorporate that, because MADD was a big proponent of that legislation.
How specifically does MADD achieve their goals? One of the most effective ways that MADD uses is making commercials to raise awareness.
High school, no pigtails anymore.
Check, please.
David, you okay to drive?
Yeah, I only had a couple drinks. I'm fine.
Come on.
Keys can be a weapon. A few drinks can make you a killer.
Over 16,000 people have lost their lives in drunk driving accidents this year. These people were not that lucky.
MADD also focuses on preventing underage drinking.
Stats show, and actually research shows, that if you start drinking earlier, so if you start engaging in underage drinking behaviors early on, you're more likely to be someone who drives drunk when you get old, because you're learning that behavior. And we have a program called Youth in Action, and it's a group of youth from all over the county who work to prevent underage drinking, because that's part of our mission. So we are open to anyone.
The biggest challenge that MADD faces today is that people still drink and drive.
Drunk driving affects us all. I'm not a direct victim of drunk driving. I haven't lost anyone yet, but I am victimized every time I come back to work over a long holiday or a weekend, and we get those calls and grieving parents and just friends, young boyfriend and girlfriends who lost their loved one. I mean, it affects you. You can't, you can't help but feel for people.
Where is the moment we need it the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone away, and I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall into pieces every time, and I don't need no carrying on.
Definitely prom is coming up, a lot of spring break celebrations. Make sure you party sober. Partying sober, you don't want to be part of those stats, you don't want to be part of something, there's about 5,000 youth that die every year. You don't want to be one of those 5,000.